Today's question is, are we alone in the universe? I think that there's two ways that this question could be interpreted. Are we alone in the universe as in, like, are we the only things out there? Like, are there aliens? Is basically what that comes down to. And my answer is I don't know, but I don't see why that isn't possible. With all the things that we know about the universe, I've heard it said that we only know about 4%, like we only have an understanding of 4% of the whole universe, but even that is just like, I feel like just to make us feel good. We don't know, and it's probably way smaller than 4% in my opinion. I firmly believe in the possibility of aliens. I firmly believe in the possibility of life outside of us. There are just all these different ways that we could think about it. I like what Neil deGrasse Tyson said was like, you know, maybe the reason why we haven't seen a fully provable alien interaction, maybe to aliens, they're so much smarter than us that we're like rats. And like, what attempt at communication do you really have with a rat? I guess people do experiments on rats, but maybe aliens are doing experiments on us right now. Maybe they introduced COVID to us as part of some medical research program with those aliens up there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Radical open-mindedness. There's a great video by Actualized about it, and I just keep coming back to I don't know. But it's certainly possible. There are so many things that are possible, way more things that are possible than we are willing to admit, because it hurts our little egos to know that we could have some radically, fundamentally false beliefs. Anyway, I think that what most people probably mean, or what's more useful to answer, is, am I alone here? Like, am I connected to anybody? Am I with somebody? What does alone even mean in this context? Am I purely an island? Yeah, what does alone mean other than alone? This is a tough one to work through. The answer is yes. I am alone. Only I get to live this life. Only I get to have my experiences. Only I get to have my thoughts and emotional makeup and this physical body, you know, this avatar. As long as I'm limited to just being Joe. As long as I'm just Joe, yes, I am alone. As long as I overly identify with this thing as me, yeah, I am alone. And you could think it's sad or whatever, but I mean, that's the truth. And everybody watching this, everybody in the entire world, that person that they identify as, they're the only one who gets to live their life. And that's harrowing, but it's a thing that it's hard to have that realization, but as you work through it more, it becomes not so sad. And there are certain ways in which it's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, it's a little depressing to know that nobody is a permanent fixture in my story. Everybody, everything is just passing through. Not even just in my life, in the entire existence, in the entire universal existence, everything is just passing through. It's all dust in the wind. I guess the only question is, how do you respond to that? The acknowledgement that you are alone, does it mean that you shouldn't talk to other people? That you shouldn't form connections with other people? No. No, it doesn't have to mean that at all. I get why people can jump to that. I mean, I've done that. I've done that. I'm like, hey, you're not a permanent part of my life, so like, let's not even, I'm just going to get hurt when somehow you exit my life in some way. I've done that with people. There's a big fear sometimes that you're going to lose touch with people. And I heard somebody say last year when I expressed that fear, he was like, don't worry, the real ones will stick around. And I said, I mean, I didn't say this to him, but I thought this. They say the real ones will stick around, but the real fear isn't that my friends aren't real. It's that I'm not real. I think the reason we form attachments to people, romantic, platonic, familial, is because we are very afraid of being alone. And we also sense somewhere inside of us all the time that we are alone. Because of that nagging universal truth that only we get to have this life that we have. Nobody really gets to share it with us. They still experience their life, but we do it side by side, and that can be beautiful in its own way. But yeah, even at my smartest, most accepting, it can still be sad. It can still be sad. But hey, as long as we're here, hey, if we are temporary, that can ignite a certain fire, a certain flair and excitement to everything. We got limited time with people, and so let's party like it's 1999. I will only get to talk to anybody X number of times. My days with anybody are limited. And so, trite and tired, cliche, you know, let's make the most of it with people. And my message to Joe from the past, literally just tell every single girl that you have a crush on that you have a crush on her. Just tell them. Tell every single one of them. Because you'll only get to see them so many times anyway. So, even if they spit in your face, you know. Spit washes off. But lack of self-expression is harder to clean out of you. Why did I choose to end the video saying